America. All right. Shall I explain some things? Okay, I shall. Let me show you some stuffs and things. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. Oh, I hate when Minion doesn't work. Okay, so let me explain. I think any of you have watched my previous talks about know that recently I've let you all know that we need to download our history by doing guild history EEE in order to even get anything. But I have an update for you. So this morning, Siri Instador, who writes Awesome Guild Store, which you should have, added an update library. And this library is, and let me show you my display capture. Okay. The library is called Lib Histoire. I think it's French because I believe there's already a Lib History. So Lib Histoire here. That is, you're going to have to look for that if you're going to update to Master Merchant version 3.0 build 3.2.0. Now, this is not Philco's version. This is written by somebody else, Charlotte Cran, who is a very good person. They've now integrated it. So the way that it works now with this lib is essentially exactly what Xoss promised to us, which is a cache, as best I understand it. It's a cache that pulls from one place rather than constantly pinging the server for information. So basically what this does is it solves all of the problems that people were having, well, that Xoss was having with MM. And so what it should do, and what I think it is doing properly, is download that information from the cache. It takes a little bit to initialize in the beginning, but then you'll start to see things filtering in a little bit. Now, I'm not sure 100% how well it's working right now because I haven't played with it enough, but allow me to show you what I have figured out so far. If you go to G, which is your guild tab, you see this history section? This pops up. This is part of Lib Histoire. What it is these are each of my guilds, and you'll see guild, bank, sales, alliance war. I don't really know why it's listing the other ones, but the only ones we really care about are sales. And it's supposed to, it says if you rescan history for missing events, good morning, Alaric, 6 Alaric, it should update that information. Now, mine isn't updating because I already have it updated. Otherwise, you'd be seeing sales pop up. Good morning. But on my other account, I have not stayed on top of my my history. So this was pulling stuff from 2 days ago. I think that's the maximum it's going to pull, is up to 2 days ago in this new version. So just to recap real quick, MM has an update with a new lib. You need Lib Histoire. Now this is for version 3, which is not Philgo's version. This is this should solve all of our MM problems with no missing data going forward. Yes, potatoes open. Go ahead and potato it up. So essentially you shouldn't have to go into guild and do history anymore. You shouldn't have to go, it's my understanding. Now I'm going to see how this works, but I will say that it won't go past 2 days ago. Yeah. Yes, there's an update this morning. there's an update with a library called, yeah, basically, you want Guild Histoire. It's written. Now, the reason why I trust this more than anything is that Guild Histoire lib, uh, here it is, lib Histoire, is by Siri Instador, which I'm slaughtering the name of. But Siri Insidiator, I can't pronounce it, I just call him Siri, is the author of Awesome Guild Store. So all you need to do is do this, okay? We'll open up Minion again. So you need to have the newest version of which is the one that a lot of you have been avoiding. Filgo. It's not Filgo's. It's done by the author who picked it up after Filgo. Thank you, even though it keeps cutting out. So here's the, so what you want is, you want Master Merchant version, and there was an update to this today, Master Merchant version 3.0, okay? It is now essentially 3.2, even though it's not, it says 3.0, it's essentially 3. It's his second version. Now, I've been working with Charlacran to understand what's going on. I think this solves a tremendously big problem and should solve all of MM's issues if it works correctly. So far, it seems like it's working fine, but be aware it only goes back 2 days. So that would be the limit. You may want to catch up on your history, do the Guild History E thing before updating, maybe, if that's, or at least before Reload UI. Now, the lib you need is called lib Histoire. No, you don't need to uninstall anything. You can just install MM 3.0. It'll just, no need to uninstall anything. Install the new one. There's 2. I'll show you how it looks. If you go under Find More and you see Master Merchant, okay, you'll see this one, Plain by Filgo. This one is Master Merchant 3.0 by Charlacran. It's going to look a little different, and it's going to feel a little different at first. And it's going to maybe make you feel uncomfortable. But you got to give it a chance. It's not too different. My number one suggestion is don't do MM clean. And MM missing doesn't work. It actually never did in Filgo's version either, to be honest. So my suggestion to you is anyway, it used to work. It doesn't work. I mean, MM missing stopped working a few updates ago because updates of ZOS's code before. What? Yes, potato. There is no update to the other one. Filgo stopped updating. Filgo has stopped updating in August 24th, 2020. He is no longer updating it. He is done. He has finished working on MM. He is no longer working on it. So you want Master Merchant 3.0. You want that one. Because Filgo's done. And it doesn't work anymore the way that it should. It just, they've made the code so that it just doesn't work properly with it. So you're going to want the 3.0 version, which is constantly updated by Charlacran. Then you need the lib Histoire, which is done by the guy who did AGS, Awesome Guild Store. You have both of those put together. You will not have to go back into Guild History and hit E anymore, is my understanding. It's very complicated as to what they did, but essentially what Siri did is what ZOS promised us they would do a year and a half ago and didn't do. In fact, last I spoke to Charlacran, the guy who was assigned the job hadn't even started. So this fix coming from our end is, we should be bowing down and kissing Siri Instador's feet for this, because it's like, we've been living with this problem for a year and a half. This wasn't easy code to do. Charlotte wasn't even sure how to do it. So I'm actually really impressed that they were able to work this out. I don't know how much they worked together on it, but I'm impressed as hell. So what you will see when you install it is it will go back 2 days and pull sales for your guilds for the last 2 days. It may not pull anything further because that's as far as it goes because it's just went live today. I don't think it looks back any further than that. So that's its only limitation for the time being. So this week may be screwed up, but going forward, it shouldn't be screwed up anymore. I know that's kind of complicated, but that's the best way that I can explain it. Is like that. Is that it's just everybody's saying that is broken. This should solve that. You don't like my filter? All right, I won't be a bloody vampire for you anymore. I'm a slave to you. Okay, what's the next one? What's the next one after the bloody vampire? I don't know. We'll do Halloween ones this week. We'll do Kitty. All right. I'm a kitty for right now. You don't need to delete it. It'll write over it and not use it. I don't think it should work. I mean, at least that's what it did for me. I don't know if it's not going to do that for you. Okay, that's fine. I don't know if it's going to work that way for you, but I did not have to delete it. I think I may have just for shits and giggles, but you don't have to. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but maybe you do. I don't know. I have not, I didn't have that experience, so I can't tell you for sure. You guys might find out before I do. But I wouldn't use the old one anymore, not with this update. This means that, we have on our end, meaning the player end, solved a problem that's been going on for a year and a half. Essentially what happened is a year and a half ago, ZOS decided that all of the lag problems that we have are because of which obviously wasn't true, because if that were true, we wouldn't have lag problems anymore. So what they did is they put a new, oh gosh, if I know. They put essentially a, what would you call it? I can't explain it, but you could only download, hi Swanks, a throttle. They put a throttle on the data that we were getting. So you could only get 100 lines when you first log in of data for all your yields. Then after half an hour, you would get another 100 lines. And then after that, it was supposed to be every minute or so you were supposed to get 100 lines. But it didn't actually work this way because they throttled it more than that. Depending on what time of day it was, they adjusted it. So it could take days to get all of your data if you didn't do the guild history thing. So what Philgo had tried to do was to make the guild history thing happen automatically, and they banned him for it because they felt that that was him cheating. And so he was unbanned. He had to go to a meeting with ZOS in person and talk it over with them. And he removed that aspect from MM. And understandably, after being burned like that, he said, F you, I'm out. He stopped playing. He stopped updating it. Thank you for the follow, Mr. Daddy Death. So at this point, what happened was Charlotte, with Philgo's approval, took over working on it. And they worked together at first, and then, to understand it. And then so Charlotte also reached out to ZOS to try to understand what they were doing. And so the solution that ZOS proposed to us was we'll make a cache so that every single person's stuff requests aren't constantly hitting the API and slowing everything down, and then they didn't do it. So we've been dealing with this slow ass incomplete data download. Missing stopped working. So what you would get is you'd get the first maybe 100 lines from missing, and then after that it would time out. So they basically screwed us with their data, and we had to do the guild EEE thing. And a lot of people weren't doing that, weren't aware that you had to do that, and then therefore thought that was broken and ATT wasn't. But ATT had the same exact problems too. So the reason why ATT looked different is I guess it tried more often than to get the past data, but either way, they both had the same exact problem. But with this update to and I'm assuming that ATT will now start, they'll probably add it too. I can't imagine why they wouldn't. With this update, I think that this is going to solve our problems with ZOS being pissed that we were querying the service so much, as well as, I'm saying get it. Get it. If it's beyond you, I can explain what I can explain, but essentially there's a whole lot of bullshit politics going on, and then I'm really mad at ZOS that they didn't even start to work on this a year and a half ago when they promised it to us. And so we've been struggling with this crap ass data for so long. It's just frustrating. And I love this game. I like ZOS a lot, but this was shitty. Absolutely shitty. So let's go look at Zafara's Antiquarian. So I was actually kind of shocked to see this morning, because they told me that Charlotte Lecran told me that he had no idea really. He was trying theoretically to think about how to do it, but he hadn't gotten there. So that was my understanding, but I'm actually not surprised it was Siri put it out, because Siri wrote an awesome Guild Store and a whole bunch of other libraries and stuff like that, and really knows what they're doing. So we're very lucky to have those two still working and helping out. I am super appreciative to them both. 481, that's enough to look at. We've got no effects, so that snow is real. I hope that explains at least a little bit of what's going on. You're going to hear a lot of people say, why does it seem so empty? You're going to hear a lot of people say stupid, wrong things about saying it's broken. Was never broken. It wasn't that was broken. They built a house out here. Well, what it was is that ZOS screwed it. Oh, I like it. Very nice. Oh, look at that. That's quite lovely. Look at the tall windows they did with the greenhouse. That's gorgeous. Is ESO good? Yes and no. I mean, it's beautiful. If you like the less cartoony look, it's beautiful. It definitely has a building system that WoW does not have, as you can see. Holy crow, this looks amazing. Look at that. Stunning. Excellent work. We got waterfall, making use of the waterfall. You've got other waterfalls in here. You've got the moon well. I mean, it's just nice. Yeah, I think WoW is fully voiced too, isn't it? Oh, that's lovely. Look at that bed. Combination of the wedding gazebo and the vampire bed. It's beautiful. If you like housing, you're going to want to do it. Now, I will say the selling system and the mail system in WoW are better. No, hands down. Also, there's no containers in this game like there is in WoW, which annoys the fuck out of me. So, like, you don't have backpacks. I mean, they What is that? Is that the bowl of, that's the bowl of paste, isn't it? I think that's the bowl of paste. um, oh, pretty. Look, it's a heart. They made a heart out of it. But if you look at this, you know, I don't have any backpacks, and that's really annoying. There's certain things I miss about WoW, but those would be, oh, look at the triple one. Oof. Triple fireplace. This is just lovely. I think, you know, that's one of the things I miss about it. But aside from that, like, to me, the big things I miss from WoW are the mail system, the selling system, the auction house, and you can organize it better, but there's still no containers. Thank you for the follow. I believe it. I absolutely believe it. This is just stunning. It's like everything I wanted to do done better. Oh, and then we have a beautiful little nook over here. I'm just gonna start over with my issues. Good morning, Lee. I played WoW for probably a decade. So this is coming, I stopped playing at Pandaren. So I'm assuming that it's changed a lot since Pandaren or Pandarens. So I can't really fairly say the comparison beyond that. That was a long time ago. What is this? Interesting. It's like a but I played from vanilla on and stopped at Pender. I was done. I was done at that point. Also, my marriage was done, and in the divorce, my husband got WoW. And I left. What ETU Guildhouse house? Which house is that? You mean Ansley's? You mean the Topol? Grand Topol? If you mean Grand Topol, wow, that's weird. There's no effects in this house. Look at how it cuts out. Yeah, Grand Topol is rare. My best guess would have been Thanksgiving, Black Friday. They did that 2 years ago. They put all of the rare houses up, but they didn't do it last year. So my next best guess is probably during the Merkmeyer celebration, or just whenever the fuck they want. It's hard to say. I will say this though, it's hard to decorate. It's hard to decorate well. It's not as it's not as good as you might think, if that explains anything. Most people I know who have it have not decorated it because of the fact that it is so. The best one I've ever seen is probably a tie between Ninja Monkeys and Swankeries. Ninja Monkeys just because it's so unique, and Swankeries because it's freaking gorgeous. Yeah, I felt the same way, but it's rare to see somebody actually decorate it well. And it's hard to explain. It's just one of those houses that it's like Princely Dawnlight. It's hard to do something with outside the bounds of those little huts. Hard to explain. All right, here we go. Moonmirth. Samothrace. Oh, Samo, are you on? I won't go until you're here. Exercise. Nate Wolf. We'll go there. I don't know. I mean, for example, mine's a storage house. I've never been able to come up with a really good idea for what to do with it. No, it makes sense. But wait for Black Friday. Maybe they'll surprise us and do something cool like that again. I know a bunch of us were really pissed when they didn't last time. Buttheads. All right, so this is less than half full, but you get the idea. It's a scary home. So we're just gonna peek through it real quick because it's less than half full, and then we'll move on. Twin Arches, Irish Saber Pub. I don't know. It's just that house bugs me because it's so. Oh, thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. You're all probably watching a terrible ad right now, so I'll just keep talking. But yeah, yeah. Well, don't worry about the crowns because it's coming out. Well, you should probably worry about the crowns because it's. Thank you so much for the raid. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. We are looking at homes right now, preferably scary homes, but today this one does not seem. This one's a bar. This one does not seem to be scary. So I don't know what you guys were doing. Probably ESO. But welcome. Come check out the bar we're looking at. It's going okay. We were talking about MM's update this morning, Master Merchant's update with a new library. And then we were talking about all the other stuff going on, like when are they going to release old houses? And I'm saying maybe Black Friday, which is coming up sooner than you think. So we may be able to do that. Yeah. Exclamation point potato for pcna, PCEU, get 50,000 gold, whether you're here or not, so it's worth entering. And shoot me a follow if you don't mind. It means a lot. But yeah, we're looking at a bar. Yes, good call on that one. The other thing, I'm dressed like a witch because Witches Festival. The other thing is, in the next update, they're supposedly making it so that you can gift houses with gold. So, some of the gold sellers, like TCE, will be making some available, but the truth is that they're afraid there's going to be a shortage, so they're limiting it. So you may not be able to find a crown seller system. Like, I don't know if World Crown is doing it or whatever, but you may not be able to find somebody with enough crowns to sell it to you. So that's a problem. I'm looking into Bee's Knees, Cozy Fantasy. So that's something to think about, is maybe save your see if you can find somebody you can buy crowns from in large amounts. If that makes any sense. Thanks, Drift. Aw, Drift, that's so sweet of you. Oh, let me give you a shout out, Steel. Derp. Didn't mean to forget ya. First, let me give one to Swankery. Then another one to Steel. Oh, you got two. My bad. And I can't even type, so pay attention to Steel Drifters. To Swankery's shout out. That's what I meant to do. I always forget. I'm a dummy. So, oh, wow, this is so pretty. Look at it. Completely different looking. Look at that raised floor. Oh, yummy, 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 yummy. I love it. So, yeah, definitely consider that they're going to have that coming up. Also, cat. All right, you want to see the ugliest hat there ever was? It's this hat. We were discussing this yesterday, and I was saying only orcs in... Oh, get some rest. Only orcs in pink wedding dresses can wear this. I love this. This is hilarious. Hey, Raven. Thanks. Much appreciated for the raid. So, yeah, Bee's Knees wasn't kidding when they were talking about cozy house, because this makes Ravenhurst seem like a million times better. The stone walls, the layered floors with the wood, the dark wood, and then I'm not sure even what is that? It won't show me what that is. Oh, I guess that's just the edge of the floor. That's the edge, because it's the tile floor on the other end. So that's probably what it is. 384 out of 400. We've got a little more space. We've got a little bit of flickering, so you may want to raise up these two just by like a pixel or so. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated, evil citizen. I don't think you're evil at all. I think you're a good citizen for giving me a follow. So there, haha. All right, let me switch filters, because none of you are doing it, you buttheads. All right, what am I going to do now? Let's do another Halloween one. Is this the one I was just doing? No. We got another vampire. There we go. Nice and Halloween-y. All right. So they blocked off the door, too, and added a lot of ivy. Now, I've often said this. Smacking some ivy on the inside of a house always looks good. I don't know why. Putting ivy on most things looks good. It's a good way to up the textures, you know? Sometimes houses don't have enough texture to them. This is really cool. Lots of little floral area, another kitty. Very nice. It is very cozy. She was right Bee's Knees was right by saying that it was cozy. Although there are some skulls in the corner. Not sure what that's all about. Some skooma. What are you up to, ma'am? I don't think this is as non-sinister as you want it to be. Another skull. What are you doing with all your skulls? Okay, the kitty's being cute, though. I think we're going to find something sneaky in here. Debella. A little bit naughty. Are those two different beds? No. Maybe? That's going to just bring up the stupid ivy. Debella's sign up there again. Skooma. Somebody really likes the skooma. Shh. We won't think too hard about that. Look at this extra section here. Added up. Goes up a little bit. Extra floor. Nicely done. Maybe. It looks a little different, doesn't it? It does look a little different. I can't quite put my finger on it. Maybe it's just the lighting and I'm being dumb. I'm not sure. Can you get outside? Maybe? No. Okay, she's blocked it so you can't get outside. I love this. This is gorgeous, Bee's Knees. Yeah, I love Bee's Knees work. She's worth seeing all of her stuff, honestly. Alright, so no Samoth phrase, so let's do their home anyway. We'll do their Moonmirth. Cat's Paw Art Studio, because I know that Samoth Race will watch the video later. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm going to show you this, because I think some of you don't know how much work really goes into this and what I'm doing for you guys. All right, these are the forums. These are the actual housing forums. Now, see, if you go to housing over here, there's a thread called Stabby's Potato Stream. Every single episode I've ever done is linked here with whose houses and at what minute I am reviewing those houses. So, for example, If you are chin spun and you want to watch the video, let's say you weren't here and you wanted to watch it, or Andromeda, go to 1 hour, 40 minutes, there's your antiquarian. Or, any of these people, really. A lot of you are, Airy Summers is the 5 minutes in. I try to update these daily. There is one for every single episode. So if you don't know, let's say look for Azalea Stone. If you look for Azalea Stone, you'll see, first of all, she's being showcased in the community cobbles. But also, oh, for crying out loud. Go away. Excuse me while I ban the idiots. All right. But also, oh, good. It takes me literally hours every single day to do this. No joke. Because it takes me not only as long as the stream was, but I also have to stop it, write it all down, start it again and go. So it takes me a really long time. So I wanted you to know that this exists. In addition, it's also on my Discord. So if you're in Discord, you see Stabby Past Episodes. Whoopsie, go away. Stabby Past Episodes, you're welcome. It's all in here as well. And it should tag you if I say anything. But the other thing you can do, see this search button up here? So if you wanted to look for Raven 111, you can just search for Raven. And every time I said anything Raven, Ravenhurst, I would probably have to use your full name. It'll pop up so you can search it easier in Discord probably. Hey, Cyber. I try. The problem is when I don't want to offend people. So I use the title they put up if they have a title. If they don't, I don't want to say like lovely house and then, offend somebody kind of thing. I don't know. I'm afraid to get too descriptive and insult them or hurt their feelings or something. So I try. Oh, you're welcome. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it because I want people to be able to see their homes. I mean, that was the whole point, right? Aw, glad. That's fantastic. I'm glad. So, oh, look, handmade fireplace. Nice job, Samothrace. One effect in here. I don't know what it is. Let's see. What would it be? So I just, I don't think all of you... Custom home title. Okay, that's why I didn't see it. I don't want you to miss out on that since it's available. That's all. Make use of it. Since I'm going to do it either way. The nice thing, too, is if you search for your name on Google, sometimes a bunch of your work will come up, under your username. So we've got like a crafting house. I wonder if this was Samothrace's entry into the crafting house. Oh, look, a sculptor. This must have been an entry into that contest. This is cool. I don't know. I just wanted to let you all know that. That's all. Cyber Queen, changing my filter. All right, let's do another scary one, shall we? Or we'll do a silly type. So this is my Halloween hat. Yeah, I know. I filmed a couple of my homes that I've since taken down. I really like this. So it's important, I think, to preserve what you can. And I used to have this list that I used, which said what everything was. But then people would take down their homes. So now I rely pretty much exclusively on screenshots and video. Because otherwise, people take this stuff down. And that's a bummer. So, sucks. But my husband pointed out that, maybe people weren't aware of just how much there is and that I've been doing for them. So, hey, Imogey. So I just wanted to let people know because I think he's right. I don't think I've been telling anybody. All right, so let's look at, I wanted to show you another weird one. It's fine. I've highlighted some really good ones. Sure. Imogey, are you on EU or NA? You're on EU, aren't you? I can't remember. Please don't be mad. All right, let's look at, we're going to revisit some of these homes. So we're going to revisit Calaraxis. NA. Okay, sure. We'll hit it up. Which house? Happy to go. Right after I show you this one, because this is a greatest hits. I've been saving the greatest hits for you folks to see so that you can enjoy them. Spooky. I am being spooky. Can't you tell? So this is Mornoth. In case you needed some... Oh, sure thing. Just let me know. You can either post it in my Discord as a request a tour, or you could just come on and let me know, or whatever, you know, fine with me. Either way you want to do it, it's fine. All right, so we're going to unheart this one so I'll know I showed it to you. But we've got this Mornoth that is just so tremendously different from anything. This are the backs of the stairs. See, Eleanor's stairway, time-worn wide. It's a different texture. It's just an interesting texture that sometimes people use that I actually really like. It's more like plaster than it is stone. I'm really kind of impressed that they gave us another texture like that. But that's just me. I'm just obscene. And then you've got this cool little rampart section with boiling oil and whatnot. Ouch. Owie. And this is Calarax, who I don't think gets enough attention for just how good their stuff is. So I just want to point them out a little bit because it's really good. Yeah, totally different texture. It's very exciting to see it. See? All right, here's the stairway. There. See how it looks when you just look at it normally? That's the stairway. That's the texture. Yeah, it is. For a Mornoth especially. All right, let's go back down to the front. Now, this is where we get the boiling oil poured on us. And inside... Oh, great. Okay, you got it. Ooh, Bastion. I haven't had a Bastion to look in a while, honestly. Look at it. Look at the yellow coloring to the light. Now, obviously, they're using the stones. But the yellow light, it's warmer than the plain... normal light in here, so I like it. I probably would put a lot more fire in because I like fire, but I really like this. Even with or without fire, I think it's great. So there you go. I just wanted to show you something completely different. Now for something completely different. And that's cool. So there you go. Something weird. Itchy nose. Itchy nose. I do not own the Gardner house. And then this is the other one I want to show you. And then we'll go. Shutterbug. Didn't I didn't tour that yet? Oh, God, I'm losing my mind. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. All right. Okay, so this is another one I wanted to show you. Actually, you want me to, let me just double check to see if I've done your, no, I have not. Do you want me to do it now? I can do it now. And then we can always come back to this at another time. Shutterbug. Shutterbug. And we'll come back to this some other time. All right, on my way. On my way. Okay, 600 out of 600. Thank you for showing me a full one. Lodge and winery. I demand wine. 6 effects. Pleasing. Nah, I'm here now. Oh, that's nice. I did not. I don't know if Cardi doesn't love me or what, but I did not get that message, and I just checked my settings, and all my settings are on, so there's no reason why I shouldn't have gotten it, but nobody loves me. Specifically, not Cardi. This is beautiful. I love the way you did this with the chairs around it, and then you reskin the floor, which is nice. Birodar's an idiot. Yeah, I didn't get it. Delicia told me about it and posted it in channel, but I did not get it, so I feel like a moron. Excuse me while I do this. I don't know what I did wrong. Give me a sec. Gotta mail this to myself. Okay. Did you use the hub to travel, or did you use you? Because I used collections to travel. Maybe that's the difference. Here's the cafeteria with delicious looking noms. Oh, you make me want to eat noms. All of them. Kitchen. These are the best counters. I mean, the best grills. You know, by the way, these sell well. If you want to make these and sell them, they do sell well. They're one of those few items that are good for sales when it comes to furnishings. Those do really well. By the way, I joined who's it guild? What was it? Oh Lord. Nova Draken's Guild on my alt. So we have another housing guild. That might be it. Maybe using the commands. I'm not sure. Look at this nice little sink with the keys. I love that. I wish they weren't such cheap bastards and they actually gave us this one with the water for without crowns. Oh, that looks good with the orange. They'll go together. Nice cozy little spot. And on up we go. Library. Sit and enjoy some wine while watching and looking at maps and what, but you better not spill any wine on things, or Shutterbug's gonna come after you. Oh, it's another little spot in here. This must be the bathroom. Yeah, there's like a shower in here even. Because it's a lodge. It makes perfect sense. Now, it appears that Shutterbug added an extra floor, which pleases me greatly. Even doors for a bedroom. This is a nice bedroom. I'll give that a shot and see if that does it. Maybe that's my mistake. After this, we'll do a quickie. And then we go outside. I like how everybody has like a slightly different take on this. The little chairs. Oh, nice flowers. Double layer with the hedge to separate. That's quite interesting. I like that. And you can eat outside and drink. Well, drink outside. And there's a horsey just wandering. Ooh, pretty. I love the roof. Oh, and this is where you make your wine. Butterfly bushes. Pleasing. Oh, wow, look at that. That is a really nice decoration. I love the triple layers. Really good job there. That is nice. A little spot to sit outside too. See, here's the thing. I'd like to imagine that it doesn't have, that Tamriel does not have mosquitoes except when you see the huge ones. Because sitting outside has been ruined for me by the fact that I'm allergic to mosquitoes, and Wisconsin has 80 bajillion mosquitoes. It's really not fun. Hello, random. Little spot to sit up here and look. And a fishing area I missed the first time. Very nice. Alright, let's give this a shot and see if it's me. Home Albalathi. Oh, I know. A lot of people have been asking for that on the forums too. It's not a new request, but I don't see it. I don't know how long it takes from once you get into your home to when it pops up. But no such luck. Yeah. Let us switch the filters. To more Halloweeny stuff. Maleficent. Okay, then I missed it. I'm sure I did. I'm gonna head over to the TEU. I would not be surprised at all if I forgot it. If I missed it. Yes, they're the Pax mushrooms. Yes. Some people do that. That's a fun one. Hey, Ula. Yeah, the best we can do is EHT. Thanks for the follow, Woo Gatsby. Yep, there's a bunch of different ways to do it. That's a popular, not a popular one, but a good one. Nope, no blues. Thank you for the follow, everyone. It means a lot. That is the only thing that's gonna get me to Stream Team is the follows. It's very important. Unfortunately, my follows have not been going up very much. I'm still around like 1150 or so. If I find any shutterbug, I'll send them. I dumped all of my mushrooms at some point because I realized that I wasn't going to use them. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, I may not be the best person to ask, but if you do ask, I'm sure people in the channel can answer. Certainly, probably not on PvP, but almost anything else. Uh, we are builders. Um, we do housing building mostly, but we're also sellers and all sorts of stuff. Okay, like, let's go to open houses. Do, 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 do. Okay, let's see. What have we got? Ample. We have not done an ample Halloween house. Our Ron 13. So we do housing. I talk about stealing, where to steal and how to steal. I do lore readings. I do. Oh, there's so much to do. Yeah, and we were just talking about who was it? It's just saying that they were talking about fishing. I haven't done fishing yet, but sometimes I'll do PVE events and whatnot. Ooh, scary house. But one of the best things about ESO is that you can build your own houses and stuff. In that case, it's kind of like reminds me. This is fantastic. Reminds me a lot of look at all the fart stick smell here. Or I wonder if those are the cheeses. It reminds me a lot of Minecraft, but the difference being that Minecraft is everything is blocky, but here you have actually like rendered items. So if you like that aspect of it, wow, another person did a fantastic hearse. Did you know that is what hearses used to look like? That is legit way they used to do it for a short period of time. They used the glass because everyone wanted to see the coffin, but that changed in time. That's a wealthier person too. Like the poor person would just put it on a cart, right, and take it to the cemetery. But wow, want some barbecue, anyone? Squish. Poor Tiffus. He been squished. Wow. Wonder what they're making here. I guess they're cutting it up for barbecue, right? Dinner. Oh, Numisma! I swear, Numisma is in distress in so many houses. It's hilarious. Hey, it's the anus monster plants. That's really spooky. Come on back up, guys. Come back up. I was speculating it's the cheese. It's either the cheese or the fart sticks. But I'm pretty sure it's the cheese because of the size of the green. Not positive. And the bugs come off of that little X witchy thing, the totem. But yeah, I think the cheese is probably a lot more available than the fart sticks because the fart sticks are Lux items and the cheeses are achievement. So you can just buy them anytime you want. Speaking of Pax mushrooms. Mmm. Nom nom. What I really like about this is look up. They've got the spooky trees, but look at how they filled in the extra. They used those blue trees to fill it in, so there's like it's sort of like a cave, keeping it dark in here. I think that's a really interesting way of giving it a blue hue as well. Kind of fascinating. No, no, no. This is Iran's house on EU. My houses are on NA. I have not yet started building on NA. I mean, on EU. I have a bunch of houses, but not all. I don't have good scary ones because I'm not really scary type person. Good at that. But we got some Daedric rock and some really creepy ass shit going on here. I don't really even know what's going on other than we've definitely got a storm crag for the lightning. Definitely very spooky. More of those blue trees too, and look at the gargoyles. And that mouth there is, what is that? That's terrifying. It's got to be a trophy of some kind with that hideous mouth face. Nicely done. Very scary. Actually, one of the best scary houses I've seen in the game. And you want to see who's really freaks me out? I'm going to show you someone's who really freaks me out. It's, this shouldn't surprise anyone who knows them. Futerko did, oh, she must have it closed for the Halloween season, but she had all these dead bodies hanging, and it was like, oh, so terrifying. All right, what's next? Cliffshade. Wow. Okay, Cliffshade. Cyber Queens should be on. Actually, we haven't done a huntings, so let's do your huntings. I don't know why they made my tongue white. My tongue is not normally white. I guess it's dyeing it the color of my teeth. Maleficent. Maleficent. Oh, wow, it's a town. Ooh-wee. Love me some towns. Looky, looky. You're right. Doesn't that mean you're low hemoglobin, I think? Speaking of somebody who had blood cancer, yeah, that would have been a sign. Look at the... Okay, this is great. They use those pots as giant knobs. They look legit. And those are paintings, the backs of paintings. This is so clever, Cyber Queen. Yes. My cheekbones grew higher on my face. And then we've got a little sales kiosk. Oh, it's fine. I don't have it anymore. I had it when I was 30, and now I'm 43. So, God, it hurts to say that. I used to be young once. Look at this. Okay, so if you ever want to make a town, you do kind of have to have some phony buildings in order to fill it out and make it feel fuller, like there's more going on. I like the fact that you went to the trouble of putting the dividers up there. Excellent. Excellent job. And look at the different layers. It makes you feel like you're not even in Huntings. The layering is fantastic. I will be eating that breakfast. I would buy that breakfast right now. There's Numisma. You can make phony buildings that, I mean, they don't all look like shit. Mine looked kind of bad too. But, you know, you only learn by doing. Every so often, you just gotta... Oh, look at that. Look at, they've got a cargo box up there. That looks fantastic. I really like that. I know. Believe me, I know. The dust storms are the whole reason why I didn't buy that house. Wow, it just goes on and on. More shops, more little kiosk shops. This is great. Sort of a stable for camels. Is there a word for camel stable? I must know now. Dromedary. No. A dromedary is a camel. Nope. Can't find a specific word. I love the extra palm trees too. Excuse me, itchy nose. Buy your pillows and cloth here. Look at this clutter. Looks so realistic. I really love this Cyber Queen. Who was on just before, so I don't know if she's watching or not. I skipped a section. Let me go. Does this go all the way around? Look at those. Those are like, what do you call them? Shutters. A kiln, pottery, baked goods, fruit, dead animals, herbs, spices. This looks so towny. This is not easy. Having made a town myself, I can tell you this is just, I'm assuming it's just stable, but I don't know for sure. Really fantastic, really. I may have missed an entrance or an exit. I'm not sure. But I think, I mean, given the item count, I could easily see this being 600 items with no entrance to inside because of how full it is. That would be my guess. Yeah. And well done. Excellent. Excellent job. No, it really is. I've been seeing some great towns recently. I'm glad I picked this one to look at. Fantastic job, Queen, if you're on. Deliana. Let's do your Matisse. Makes me want to go there. I want to go there. All right. Okay, here we go. How many items we have? Oh, we're full. Good. Oops. My husband does that all the time. So we've got definitely more gardening. I mean, I'm not surprised, but I would certainly expect even more than that because for me, because I lose my ideas in the middle. You must have had a vision. You know, when you see it, you know, and you just can go plow right on through. But when you don't, this is gorgeous gardening. Yeah, it took me like a month to build my Mornoth because, which is a town, because I just kept running into, well, what do I do now? This is beautiful. Lovely gardening. Little sitting area up here. Fantastic. It is amazing. Oh, very elegant. High elf to the hilt. Very, very, very Altmer. Someone truly believes. Oh, some vampire, but wait, is that a vampire? No, it's all still Altmer. Maybe not the painting. Nice. Very, very thoughtful design. Oh, and we've got a trophy room. It is. But you know, it's putting it all together, like all of the high elf stuff together along with the Altmer stuff. Oh, wow. That's crazy. It's very cohesive because so much of it really kind of goes with the other pieces. It's funny how high elf and oh no, you do fine. You're fine. And Alinori, I mean, they're both kind of the same thing, but slightly different. It's amazing how nicely they go together. Although we do have, I guess it could be high elf. Extra room here with an extra wall. These are Aliad, which could fit, because then aren't they the ancestors? So that sort of fits too. Aliad. Overall, I see 90% of this, if not more, is definitely Alinor. Beautifully done. Fantastic. I can't believe how full this is with that lush garden. Excellent job. Really impressed. Beautiful. All right. We'll do Grand Sigic, but give me a moment. I need to use the restroom real quick. Don't mind my sheep sweaties. All right. On bad arthritis days, I wear flannel sheep sweatpants slash PJ bottoms. Thracian Isle. 637 items. Greviotus. Check out the boat. Originally, I built what was it? Hogwarts there. And then I took it apart. Oh, another town! Oh, goodness. You're not messing with me. Oh, another town. I'm so pleased. Wow, what all is going on? I'm So they're making the houses look like they're falling apart on purpose, I think. Well, not all of them, but that one. Maybe because it's a rundown city? I'm not sure. Fascinating. It's definitely a busy city. There's stuff. Yeah, okay. I'm not making this up. There is something run down about this place. All right, I'm going to be an idiot here. I have to look up Thracian Isle. I should know lore. Oh, the Thracian Plague. Thrace, also known as the Coral Kingdom, or the Coral Kingdom of Thrace, is a partially submerged archipelago in the Sea of Pearls that has been a powerful antagonizing power against the Somerset Isles since before recorded time. The Sload may at one time have even called Somerset part of Thrace. For millennia, the hulking slug-like creatures, notorious for their necromantic mastery, terrorized the Altmark, conjuring sea monsters along the coast and laying siege to Skywatch. But for all the attacks, horror, and devastation coming from Thrace, very little is known about the land itself. When the Red Guards came to Tamriel in First Era, 808, they brought with them a tradition of burying their criminals on islands off the shore to prevent their evil spirits from disturbing the living. The Slow took advantage of these graveyards on the coast. I don't know. Here we go. Accused of being the source of a Thracian plague, the Thracians were defeated by All Flag's navy led by Bendu Olo of Anvil and Siravain, as the Thracian plague also offered the opportunity for the empire to extend its reach to the provinces. It can be seen as an important element in its rise to power. So basically, they blamed these people here, who were probably not Slodes, for the plague, and then destroyed the town as retribution for the plague, I guess. And the coral everywhere makes sense. Somebody knows their lore. Like, really knows their lore. It's quite impressive, actually. I'm still learning as I go. I'm still reading the lore through for everybody. I had already read the books once, but reading them again seems to be, it's more so sticking in my head this time. Whose is it? I may have seen it. Ooh, cages, dead bodies. You gotta realize I've seen several thousand, so it's possible. Whose house? Is this where the army is staying while they destroy Thrace? Seems like it. Interesting. And this part's falling apart. I don't think you can get inside, can you? I would be surprised, but maybe you can. More coral. All makes sense for the name of the place. I think just some coral down here, not much else. Alright, let's see if we can go inside the house. Maybe not? Maybe so. Oh, wow. Well, it makes sense. Kingdom of Coral. Wow. That's something. So, that azure light makes underwater light so beautiful. And then covering it all with coral. They must have closed off most of this house. Oh yeah, they closed off the sides. There's no way they could have done the whole house with this much coral. Beautiful though. Very, very unique. Lovely. Wonder what this is. This must be a portal or something. Which house is it, Cyber? It is something else. I wonder what the red blood thingies mean in this build. Beautiful. Excellent job. Very different. Proudspire. Cover Har Solitude. Yeah, I do lore readings every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern. If you miss it, I have videos up. If you're interested in watching. I started with Daggerfall, and I'm going to go all the way through. In costume. Or at least in filter, depending. So we've got gaming in here. Boethia. This is an elegant house. This is somebody who is very smart. Maps, letters, books. Is that a coffee maker? Ah, coffee maker. Yay! Coffee makers make me happy because I love me some coffee. The Real Adoring Fan. I've seen a bunch of their stuff. Let me see if I've seen that one. Which one is that? Dolchster's Ausblick? Let me look that up. No, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central. On Mondays. I'm not sure. Ah, here we go. Dolchster's Ausblick is, it looks like Daggerfall. We'll give it a shot. Ooh. Wow, somebody actually used the frame the way it's supposed to be used, and it looks good. Garden, some skull in a water thing. Gotta keep your skulls clean, let's be honest. Okay, we closed off the up and downstairs so we can make everything seem really, really full, which I like. Otherwise, you can't have it as nice. All right. Let's see if we can do this. Dosters Ausblick appears to be Daggerfall. I could be wrong. That's you, so this must be it. Ah, yes, Daggerfall, and it's town. Yet another happy town. Oh, let me turn off my settings for that. Add-ons. Show points measures off. Well, your character looks nice. Black and white with a little bit of gray in there. Nice village. People selling things. And a forge. Nicely made. People who are being hunted. Butterfly bushes make me happy. There's a little... Let's go back up here. I don't want to miss anything. We'll take our time and circle back a little bit so that I make sure I don't miss anything. Wow, they built an entire inn over here. Hello! Nice little serving tray, which is a trophy piece. Itchy nose! I'm gonna be a hero mask until you guys change it. And then, what's up in the tower? Is the tower blocked off? I don't think the tower is blocked off. A little place for all sorts of crafty stuff. Yeah, and it also has a lot of spots for crafting. I often say to people, if you want to have a crafting house, make it a town. Make it someplace that you really want to spend time, you know? Someplace that makes you feel like you're really in a game. Oh, that's well done. That is not easy to do, speaking as someone who's done it. That is really well made, that top part. That is no joke. Wish mine had looked that clean. I see what they did. They turned it the other way than I did. Alright, that works. Beautiful. On a technical level, I'm insanely jealous. Oh, a painting spot. Oh, look how pretty. Is that a cart? I think they're using a cart as an easel. Beautiful. Beautiful little spot. I'm coming back. And we've got little, it's like everything is a little bit for each thing for crafting, noms or sales. That is also beautifully made. That top part is no joke. The use of the kiosks, the Breton kiosk, they are very hard to use. All of it is hand placed. All of it. None of this comes with the property. Everything you're looking at is hand placed except for that fountain. That fountain's there. Not the statue on top of it, but the fountain itself. Yep, everybody, these are all hand placed. And it's not a noob question. Don't ever feel bad about asking questions. Bureau d'art. And then we've got, I don't know what that is. Oh, a bookstore. Nice. Nicely done. Oh, you want to switch this? That's fine with me. Okay, let me see. I bewitch. Did I miss the post office? I don't know that I saw the post office. Where is it? Am I stupid? Or is this the post office with the little cubbies out front? Okay, that would make some sense. I think they closed off the main house. There is a main house here. What you see there, the castle piece, that's the main house. That's actually here. Everything else you're seeing is not. Now, some people close it off and just create a village in front. This is what this person's done. But once we go inside, the house structure itself is in fact here. But they've added like this fountain, this statue, these lights, these plants, the furniture in here, everything furniture-wise. They've also built this fireplace. That fireplace isn't normally there. Good morning, Feywind. Any furnishings, these statues aren't normally there. This throne isn't normally there, but the walls are. I'm not surprised they had to close some of this off. It's just so humongous. That's beautiful. Thank you for telling me about this home. Towns are my favorite. Excellent job. Even the windmill was hand placed, by the way. Nicely done. And this building did not exist. This entire building was built by hand. Like in terms of there's, wow, you can even, that's amazing. All right. Yeah, I mean, that's what we do these days, you know? Is that we challenge ourselves with making stuff better and better all the time, you know? Or trying to. All right, we're gonna end this with another antiquarian, and then we'll head on back to long. We'll call the content. So exclamation point potato pcna pceu for 50,000 gold. I pull that every day. Actually, we'll end with Cold Harbor, the Mad Castle. I am fail. Yes, yes, it is. Absolutely is. People are amazing. Farting Poop King. That's a name for you. Ooh, spooky. Now, here, Cold Harbor, this build has literally nothing in it. This house is a sandbox, meaning it's just ground. I did. I liked it very much. You'll be able to see it. It was very good. But imagine that there's nothing here, because there is nothing here. All of this is hand placed because this is a sandbox. And by sandbox, I mean they gave us flat land and said, have fun. So this person built this by hand. And I have a feeling that they went sort of Daedric God, pulling things apart, kind of, in a really interesting way. I think there's some sort of destruction going on. That's kind of gorgeous, that chandelier hanging from there. You're a great googly moogly. This is very interesting. I wonder what's going on in here. All right, I'm going to call it the contest. And the winner is... No Blues 917. Are you NA or EU? Okay. Butterflies. Shayo, that's what's going on. Don't really even need any other explanation, do we? Is that your name on NA? Pete No Blues 917? Cool. You'll get it. I send it to you as soon as I get back. Oh yeah, this is a Shayo build. Somebody's going crazy. Upside down. The god of madness. Look at the physics on that. That's really odd. Oh, it's orc spit? Let me write that down. Got it. Very strange. Never seen the physics on that upside down before. That is very interesting. I wonder what would happen if you put him underground to just try to use the effect and not him. Might be an interesting test. Oh gosh, look at Tithis. Tithis is upside down. Probably on his end of the world, he's not upside down. I love these huge concept builds. Oh wow, look at all the tendrils and everything. You know, I could almost imagine seeing this like as a real area in the game. Yeah, it's this must have cost a lot of money. Oop. Well, that's part of the thing that makes ESO a fun game to play, is player housing. I mean, being able to build things. Pretty amazing. Yeah, oh, I don't even want to think about it. This is a really interesting Shayo build. This is EU. I am fail 1607. But if you'd like to see, I'll show you real quick what Daggerfall looks like normally. Yeah, just ignore those people. Do what you want to do. Say what you want to say. So you can see that building, like I said, was there. And so is the fountain. But everything else you saw there, all the village stuff, was added. None of that stuff comes with. That's all empty. I'm running you. Oh, that's bizarre. And then the other one, the Cold Harbor, I'll show you that one. Now, what you're gonna see here are trees and rocks, but people just removed them. There were no trees and rocks. Well, there was a tree, but there was no rocks in that build we just saw. And there you go. This is what you get when you buy Cold Harbor. Why there? Oh, because my effects are here. Excuse me. I'll turn them off. But here. There you go. Those rocks can all be removed. You really do. But it's just a blank space. So that guy who built that huge shale build did it from scratch. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Alright, folks, I'm tired. I'm gonna call it. So, happy building. I will be back tomorrow. I'll raid off so that those of you with who are lurking get a place to go. It is amazing. I'm gonna raid off to AV. I haven't raided off. You too. Stop by again, please. And say hi to AV for me if you're going in there. She's also a housing person. She's awesome. She's a lovely human. And away